Arson destroys Civil War-era governor's mansion in Louisiana. New Orleans, arson destroyed an antebellum plantation house that served as the governor's mansion for 9 months during the Civil War and damaged a museum less than a mile away on Thursday, the Louisiana State Fire Marshal's office said. The old governor's mansion burned to the ground, but the fire at the Louisiana Orphan Train Museum apparently burned out fairly quickly, said Brant Thompson, chief deputy for the fire marshal's office. Play video Face the Nation. Ken Burns, 150 years after Civil War, America is not post-racial. Renowned documentary filmmaker Ken Burns says the American narrative has been bedeviled by a question of race since the days of Thomas Jefferso. Museum workers found fire damage when they arrived for work Thursday morning, he said. We don't know whether there's any connection between the two fires. But certainly we'd not rule that out, Thompson said. He said investigators do know both were arson. He wouldn't give details because the investigation is continuing. The Louisiana Orphan Train Museum commemorates the trains that brought abandoned or homeless children from New York to rural homes from 1854 to 1929, and the children who rode on them. Opelousas, about 55 miles west of Baton Rouge, was among the places to which such children were sent from the New York Foundling Hospital. Opelousas was Louisiana's capital for about 9 months in 1862 and 1863, after Union troops seized Baton Rouge. When the Union Army captured Opelousas, the capital moved again, to Shreveport in northwest Louisiana. Government. Thomas O. More lived and had his headquarters in the mansion. The dwelling was built about 1850 and bought soon thereafter by Lastie Dupre, whose father had been governor briefly in the 1830s. Lastie Dupre bought the mansion for his daughter, whose husband became lieutenant governor during the Civil War, said James Douget, president of Preservationists of St. Landry Inc. Play video Sunday Morning Matthew McConaughey on Free State of Jones. A new film starring Oscar-winner Matthew McConaughey tells the Civil War-era tale of a Confederate soldier who was either a hero or a traitor.The. When the capital moved to Opelousas, government more needed a place to stay, so they opened the house to him, Douget said. Laws passed while the governor and legislature were in Opelousas included the conscription law allowing Louisiana's Confederate government to draft men into its army. Douget said the mansion had been vacant during renovations for about 2 years, and had been occupied by various families before that. Douget said he'd been to the old governor's mansion a week ago and again on Wednesday, and had been excited by the progress of renovations. It looked like it was going on fast forward, and I was hoping it would be opened up fairly soon, he said.